Give your child infinitely
Nine
eight
color
days.
here, nine, and it's
Energy
something your hair
and
nine.
and
To put conditioner nine.
Yeah.
You need to put conditioner.
Kung nasa labas ka, magastos. Pero kapag nandito ka lang sa bahay, magastos din. Grabe, no? Sobrang mahal din kasi ng mga bilihin mo. Buti na lang meron ako yung Atomy card. Sobrang laking tulong nitong Atomy card sa mga monthly expenses ko. I can use it to pay my bills online, for groceries, for online purchases, and for my travels. The best part is there's no annual fee. Tapos 0% interest for up to 40 days. Pwede ka rin mag-split ng bills in 3 to 6 month installments. At alam mo ba na pwede kang magkaroon ng up to 200k spending limit? Kaya kung wala ka pang Atomy card, you're missing a lot. Dahil sa Atomy card ko, hindi na ako nag-aalala.
Anayan, anayan lunok to.
Kasi I have my Atomy card to rely on in times like this. So, always dali lang
Anayan
apply
lunok
at
to.
one valid ID lang ang kailangan. Kaya download the Atomy app now and apply for your Atomy card. Yun lang ang salamat.
There'll be a day I'll be more creative.
Free 315 pesos reward. Count me in. Make your first ever deposit of at least 100 pesos or 10,000 pesos on the Marybank app and hold it for 7 days to unlock your bonus. What are you waiting for? Download the Marybank app now.
Finish your sentence. Jalen Brunson is.
Jalen Brunson is one of the best point guards in the NBA today. But things weren't always that way. Before Jalen transformed into an all-star and saved the Knicks with years of mediocrity, he was just an undersized second-round pick with an uncertain future. However, today, his talent and start is undeniable.
This thing is very special. This thing means everything. But my entire life is twisted.
From coming off the Mavericks bench to becoming the biggest star in the Big Apple, this is the story of Jalen Brunson. And Brunson's story actually starts just south of the bright lights of New York City, in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, in addition to having a lengthy 9-year NBA career, where he played for multiple teams. Because of this, Jalen basically grew up in NBA locker rooms.
You grew up around the NBA. Your dad, great connection, played for me. He did. Then he played for 99 to finals. So good luck. Yeah. I just remember just being a kid, having mixed wickets,
While his father was with the Knicks, he brought Jalen around so much that the ushers and attendants knew him by name. And when his mother Sandra noticed that his only friends were Knicks stars Larry Johnson and Marcus Camby, she enrolled him in pre-K and socialized with kids his own age.
I just remember like when I used to meet the players like that, like it became every single friends of mine.
But after growing up around the game like that, Jalen only wanted to do one thing with his life. He wanted to play ball, just like his dad.
My basketball was everything to me. And this is just that to me. I was so surrounded by
Then, in 2006, when Jalen was 10 years old, things changed. He tagged along with his dad to a preseason practice with the 76ers. And when they arrived, Rick was informed that he had been cut. Rick dreaded telling his basketball-obsessed son the news, and even more so because he knew he was going to retire rather than seeking another non-guaranteed journeyman contract. But before leaving the 76ers locker room, Rick conveyed a message to his son. If you really want this man, you've got to work like nobody's business. A message that really stuck with Jalen. And though his father's playing career ended, his coaching career began. Like he would struggle for the Brunson family. They would have to move 7 times in the coming years for various coaching jobs. But throughout the turmoil, one thing was constant for Jalen: basketball. In the 7th grade, he quit all other sports to focus strictly on hoops. And this is also when his dad became his one-on-one trainer.
Slow up. Full speed. In.
They would train rigorously 3 times a week for the rest of his time in middle school before progressing to daily sessions in high school.
I think I learned how to work when I got to the league. I didn't really understand how hard I work before. So I understood up until at a young age to kind of remedy the fact of just trying to make it real. I think you put yourself in a great position.
High school is also when Jalen finally had a consistent living situation, as his family settled down in Lincolnshire, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. And it didn't take long for all the work Jalen and his father had put in to pay off on the court. While playing at Stevenson High School, Jalen became a school legend. He earned an All-Lake County honorable mention as a freshman, but his sophomore year is when he really started to shine. After starting the year with a 10-4 record, Jalen led Stevenson on a 19-game winning streak, culminating in a state championship game clash against the three-time defending champs, Sydney Academy, led by Jaleel and Kevin Love, and Brunson fell short. Despite his best efforts, the game ended 59-38, and Jalen was held to just 1 point in the entire second half. Brunson finished the season averaging 21.5 points per game and was named All-State second team, being the only sophomore with an All-State nomination. The next year, Stevenson returned to the playoffs, this time with an unbelievable 32-1 record, and played against the Jaleel before led Whitney Young High School in the semifinals, and Jalen scored a record-setting 56 points in the game, but Stevenson lost once again, 75-68. That shouldn't take away from Brunson's performance that season. He averaged 26.1 points, 5.4 rebounds, 4.7 assists, and 2.9 steals. He also won Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of Illinois, and was the only junior to make the All-State first team. At this point, Jalen started getting the national recognition he deserved. He was a 5-star recruit and the number 1 ranked player in the state of Illinois. He received scholarship offers from over 8 different colleges, but prior to his senior season, announced that he would be committing to Villanova. During his